channel. If you guys have never seen my face before, my name is Danielle.
Welcome back. How you doing? Did you have a good day?
Today's video is about the story time of a job that I used to have. The job that I used to have was actually at a hotel. I'm not going to say the hotel. I'm not going to say names because, I don't know, I don't want to have cops come and arrest me just calling a business out on their bullshit. I was working at a hotel as a housekeeper. I was cleaning the rooms, and I was downstairs. I was like getting your, like, I don't know if you guys have ever been to like a certain hotel where they have like the carts, like the cleaning carts. Well, I was getting my cart ready, like stocking it, putting towels, putting soaps, putting shampoos, putting new laundry. It looks so messy over here. I just realized that. I was downstairs stocking my cart, and this was 2 weeks before the incident actually happened, and a girl came out of the room covered. When I say covered, I actually mean like covered. I don't mean like a couple little spots. She was covered from head to toe in bed bug bites. But yeah, I'm not fucking with that room. Like, I don't care. Like, I will not clean that room if I get it. I come back to work 2 weeks later, and in that 2 week process, I guess we had people come and clean the room. We had people spray down the room, or whatever the case may be when they do, like, they bomb the room or whatever, they clean the bed. I got my schedule, my room schedule, like, rooms that I was supposed to clean. I got that room, and I also got the room next to it. Fuck that. I had upstairs rooms and I had downstairs rooms, which is fucked up, by the way, because I have to carry all my shit upstairs. Fucking hated that place. So I cleaned my other room. I called my mom while I was in a room, and I was like, just so you know, I got a room that has bed bugs in it, and I don't feel comfortable cleaning this room. She's like, fuck no, you're not cleaning that room. Fuck no. Like, do not clean this room. I went and told my boss, we're gonna call him Andy. Andy, I'm sorry, I can't clean this room. It had bed bugs in it. I don't need the risk of getting bed bugs. Like, I can't bring that home. I've not fucking with that. Like, sorry. Like, how can somebody else clean the rooms for me? He's like, fuck no, you're cleaning the room or you don't have a job. Haha. I was like, no, I'm not fucking cleaning the room. Like, I'm sorry, that's not happening. He called a meeting. He called a meeting just to call me out and embarrass me. And when I get mad, I'm just letting you guys know, I was not like crying because I was like sad or anything. I was crying because I was pissed. I wanted to punch him in the fucking mouth. I hated him. Like, I hated him with a dying passion burning inside my soul. Like, I still can't fucking stand this man. He calls the meeting. He's like, well, if anybody has a problem cleaning their rooms, well, then I guess you don't have a job, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, are you fucking serious? So I had friends there, obviously. They're like, just calm down. We'll clean the room for you. Just go and do your rooms. You're fine. So I go into another room, and then my friend comes to my room and was like, hey, he said that we can't clean the room and that you have to do it and that he's not letting you get away with it. Fuck this guy. Like, I went in there, I was like, I'm not cleaning the room. Like, I don't care. So he has me wait out in the fucking in the lobby for about like 30 minutes. He finally calls me back to his like little office thing, gets on the phone with corporate, and he's like, so I don't know what to do with this in this situation, blah blah blah. They're like, well, technically you can't fire her, all you can do is kick her off property. That's what he did. He kicked me off property for that 2 days. I didn't work that weekend, whatever. And then the next weekend came and I was going back to work because I only worked weekends. I didn't work like a whole week like the rest of them did. I only worked the 2 days because I was at school and I had to be there at 9 in the morning until whatever time at night. The day before was a Friday, and I just graduated. Well, not really graduated. I got out of school. It was like my last couple days of school, and I called my dad and I was like, hey, like, are you coming to graduation? Because unfortunately your grandma had a stroke and she's in the hospital and blah blah blah, which really upset me. My grandma is like one of my really close family members. I love her so much. Like, I lived with her when I was little. Like, she practically raised me to who I am today. Like, I love that woman so much, and I would do anything for her. I went in the next day, and I had a very easy schedule. And when I say it's very easy, there's things called a stayover and then a normal room, which I can't remember what the normal room is. Stayover is when people are staying in the room. They're gonna stay another night. You only have to go in there, make their bed, vacuum the floor, like put new towels in there, give them new soap, new shampoo, blah 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 blah. Oh, give them toilet paper as well, like, and just take out their trash, like, make the room look nice. So my whole board was completely stayovers. I think I had 3 rooms that I had to completely clean. I was clocking in, and I was talking to my friend. I was saying how as soon as I'm done with my room, I'm leaving. Like, I don't care. I really need to see my grandma because I'll be done by like 1. I'm gonna go see my grandma in the hospital. So that's what I was telling everybody. I was not saying anything fucking bad at all. Was not saying anything towards the man. Nothing at all. Like, I just went about my little fucking happy way. But I went to my supervisor and I said, my grandmother is in the hospital right now. As soon as I'm done with my rooms, is it okay if I leave and I go see her? Like, I'm very worried about her. I want to make sure she's okay. And she's like, yeah, of course. Like, that's fine. Like, that's a family member. Like, you have to go see them. Like, they could, like, not saying that's what happened, but she's like, they could die, blah, blah, blah. I stocked my car and I was about to start my rooms. I went and talked to Andy. And I told Andy that I had a lot of stayovers. Do you want me to start the rooms that don't have stayovers? Because the people aren't in, like, when they're in the rooms, you cannot knock on the door until 12. Like, so I got there at 8:30 in the morning. What was I supposed to do until 12? So I asked him, and he said, well, go knock on the doors, see if some of them are awake. If they're not, you're going to have to wait. And I was like, fuck. I'm walking down. I knock on the door, and I took my vacuum cleaner off the cart because, yeah. Danielle was, like, yelling for me. It was Andy. Hey, like, what's up? Like, yeah, I thought you wanted me to go knock on doors. That's not it. You need to stop talking shit about me and blah, blah, blah. What? What are you talking about? Well, there's people up in the front that said that you're in there talking shit, and that when you're done with your rooms, you're gonna leave. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to, because my grandmother is in the hospital. This motherfucker had the fucking nerve, the audacity, to say that I lied about my grandmother. Excuse me, you fucking little mangy motherfucker? Like, oh, I was so fucking pissed. I would not lie about something like that. I was so fucking mad. I was so mad that right then and there my eyes started watering. I was like getting so pissed. I wanted to punch him so hard in the fucking throat. He was continuing to yell at me. He was not just yelling at, like, talking to me. He was screaming about this close in my face in the parking lot, in front of all the rooms, in front of everybody, in front of all my fucking, like, coworkers, in front of the fucking, like, customers. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That morning I gave him my 2-week notice because the week before I was pissed. Like, he continued to scream at me and told me how, as far as I care, you don't have a job here. And he did say something about, like, how my mom was there to protect me and blah blah blah. My mom was caring because she didn't want fucking bed bugs in her house. The fucking corporate office didn't do shit. The only thing that they said was that I can't be fired because it is a health hazard. I was upstairs. I called my mom and I was like, you will not fucking believe what happened, blah blah blah. He is retaliating against me now. I didn't say anything. I did not say a word about this man. All I said was I was leaving as soon as I was done with my rooms. My mom was like, you know what? You're done. I'll meet you at QT. Go downstairs, quit. So I went back over to my cart. I put my cart back in the room and everyone was like, where are you going? I was like, fucking peace, I'm quitting. They're like, no, you're not. Like, that's just making more room on a... By the way, I'm sorry, but for all my friends who work there, my so-called friends, that was fucked up. You didn't want me to quit because you didn't want more rooms. I'm sorry, but if that was shit was happening to you, you would quit too. A cop just passed in front of my house. I went downstairs. I waited in the lobby. I said, here's my key. Here's, I can't remember what else I handed them. I handed her something else, and I said, I'm done. To tell Andy that to go fuck himself. That's what I said. I said, tell Andy to go fuck himself. And then all of a sudden, he comes around, he goes, excuse me? Go fuck yourself. Oh, whatever, I have witnesses and blah, blah, blah. I was like, I quit. And he's like, you're not quitting, you're fired. I was like, too bad, I already quit, motherfucker. Excuse you. So as I'm walking out, he was yelling at me. I said, go fuck yourself. I'm calling the health department. And another thing, now that I realize, I live in Arizona, and for anybody who lives in Arizona, you know this law. That when you are done with your job, if you are done with what you're supposed to do while you are working there, you can leave. You have the right to stay if somebody asks you, hey, can you stay, like, blah, 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 you have the right to say no. Like, he clearly did not know that. He was a fucking idiot. There's arguing going on in my house right now. Like, can you not? I'm trying to videotape in here. That's what happened. That's what I'm gonna leave it at. I have quit. Since then, I have not went back. I went back one time for my tax return, and he was a fucking dick then, me too. Hope you guys like this story time. Please give it a big thumbs up. If you guys have had something like this happen to you, please leave it down in the comments below. I would love to read about it. Even if they're kind of like my situation, fucked up. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. So, love ya. Bye.